the middle, the building is even more of a hazard.
Exactly.
That was the stability of the building.
Right.
Okay? But if we take it down, which won't take us long, are we gonna burn it?
Can you push it inside that foundation and burn it right there?
I would love to do that. Otherwise, you know where it's gotta go. It's gotta go to Cathay.
Mm-hmm. That's a big expense too.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
historical isn't gonna, I know that.
Right.
They're not gonna tear it down.
So
That's not-
they're basically done getting what they need to get out of the building.
Really?
Well, I spoke to the guy yesterday. He said, I didn't go back out there at 5, but he says, we're gonna have everything that they want out of this building by the end of the day.
Well, that.
And he told me, he says, if you want it down, I'll knock it down by Friday. I said, no, I don't have I'm not gonna tell you to do that.
We need to ask the fair board about that?
I think so.
And
Or they already got the blessing?
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing, what I'm trying to figure out here is when they came in and started doing this, what is their intention? We know they're talking about a building up by the gate, but my question is okay, they took what they took.
Yep.
We know that we know. Secondly, should they have some responsibility to clean up some of their mess or not? That's really where the rubber hits the road.
Well-
Taking it down is simple.
right, because according to what, honestly, we are in charge of the grounds and the festival hall, and the fair board is in charge of all the buildings. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's how it's read.
that's how it's read up. That's what we went through this
Right,
spring.
It's a fair board
Okay.
decision.
I mean, as far as us knocking it down, we'd have that building down in the morning. Here's the issue. The roof is tin. Everything else is wood.
Yep.
Okay? So you rip the roof off, get the tin out of there, you push it into a pile and you burn it. It's outside city limits.
Right.
That would be my
I
suggestion.
would say
You wait till the middle of winter when.
Wait
there's
till the
snow
middle of the
on
winter and
ground,
there's
and
snow
northwest
around it,
wind.
burn it, clean it up in the spring.
Contact the fire department, that'd be a good drill. for
Yep.
them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there any stall doors left that are worth anything?
When I was there yesterday about 11, I think they had about 6 stall doors out. I think they took 6 or 8. I didn't go in there. The guy that I talked to said, with us taking these stalls and the gist of the building out, he says, we got to be careful which
Right.
ones we grab
Right.
because this building is not stable.
No, I mean just the doors though, there was a lot of stall doors.
Yeah, they had quite a few sitting outside. And then they took the outside swing outdoors, for the horses to stick their heads out. They took them off, so, like I said, I didn't go in there. I figured, my luck, it's a Monday, I don't need this building
The
falling
only reason I
on.
asked that question is, at one time, the fair board had talked about keeping a few of those doors for.
The only thing that's in there that has to come out, and I think that guy actually was gonna take it out, all this stuff went over to that other building.
Okay.
And I think they took the fair boards, they had some soffit and stuff in there.
Yep.
I think they took that over there. The only thing that was in there that they wanted to save was some type of rotisserie thing that was in the women's building. And I haven't been out there this morning. But
Brent, do you want to contact them or you want us to?
When's the next
contact
fair
them?
board meeting? You know, Brian?
Not for sure. They usually have them, but sometimes in the fall they don't have them.
Well, right, he wouldn't. Yeah,
If the building's not safe, I'd recommend
Yes.
we tear that down
Yep.
as soon as we can.
Yep.
yeah.
Knocked down.
And but
Knocked down.
Yeah,
No.
but it wouldn't be a dumb idea to just tell the fair board if they wanted a stall door,
That they need to go in and
they
get
need
it.
to get it done.
Yeah.
I'm
And
talking about just this, where the.
yeah, the sliding doors in the inside, that's what they were taking off. There's really nothing in there. It's all wood except for the roof. And literally, we'd have this building down so nobody could get hurt. And come this winter, if we decide to burn it, it'll burn. That wood's going to burn.
It may be best to contact the chairman, tell him what you're gonna do, and
The one guy that I talked to from Hertzfield that was taking this stuff out, he says, I really don't know what's going on because his exact words were, I don't really know what's going on because there's so many boards involved. He was being honest.
Right.
You got the commissioners, you got the fair board, you got the historical society. He says, I'm just told to do this and this is what I'm gonna do.
Plus all the boards out there, is that what
That must be what he meant.
Right.
But, yeah,
There is the water line, and I would imagine there's electricity line to it.
yep, that's
I don't know if
gonna,
it goes down the inside or not.
yeah, and the water line, the water line does have to be capped off. There is a faucet in there.
I think we could agree that the commission would recommend that this gets done.
Yep,
If they just get knocked down to the roof laying on the,
yeah, the one
nobody
thing
will
that
be
I
able-
would suggest is that I don't know that I don't know that, not trying to get out of work, but I don't know that it's right that the road department winds up hauling this thing to Cathay and paying to have the hole done.
Do that.
We'll knock it down and burn it, but anything after that, I think the fair board's gonna have to, in my opinion, should have to divvy up some money or something here, because, I mean, it's nothing for us to knock it down and throw a match to it, but we gotta start digging a hole in Cathay, and that's gotta be a big hole, okay? And
A lot of loads.
a lot of loads.
Okay. All right, we need to move along here. You got anything else?
No, you guys, as long as you guys don't have anything for me.
I guess
Talk to the
Oliver,
fair
you
board
want?
guys.
Oh, I'm sorry, Oliver. Here, come on.
Morning.
Morning. Sorry I'm late. I think I texted Dan there, but I had to pull over on the side of the road real quick, so. How are you all?
Pretty
Good.
good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too. I'm sorry I wasn't here last month. It overlapped with something that I had to go to a conference for, and then the month before that it was court day, so.
Probably been busy, huh?
I'll bet, but it's all right. Yeah.
more than busy.
Well, you know, we get things done. At least I hope so, anyway. Yeah. So as far as my report goes, there's nothing really too much on my end to report. We're just processing through cases as we can. I have a couple from the Sheriff's Department that I'm going to have to talk to after this. But as far as where we are this year relative to last year, I believe we're a little bit ahead of the number of cases that we have. Let me just take a look quick here. Yeah, I mean, we're, you know, I guess if you guys have any particular questions for me about how we're doing relative to last year, I'm happy to present those. But in terms of the number of cases, we're at about 70 right now. We have a couple on appeal to the Supreme Court. Obviously, we had last week's jury trial, which was, it resulted in a successful prosecution. That was the result of some good coordination between myself, Chief Foss over in Harvey, and then the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. We got the result we wanted to out of that. We were able to get more people than we anticipated to be able to tell their story at that, so we're very happy with how that worked out. And then we have a couple of sentencing hearings later this month for the rest of the sex offenders that Chief Foss had to arrest the first month that he took over. So the wheels of justice turn slowly, but they do turn, and we've gotten to a point where we're getting people where they need to be. So as far as the major crimes go, those are the main ones. And then we had that burglary that ended up with a guy getting his arm blown off that is also going to a sentencing hearing later this month. So that's what it's looking like for me. Thankfully, I don't think we have any more trials that are going to end up going at least for October and November, possibly one in December. But big stuff is out of the way, I would say. So
Good.
open the floor for questions.
That's good.
I'm pretty sure Brian can attest. I think the sheriff worked something out with respect to the motorcycle.
We have found out this morning.
Okay,
Yep.
good, very good. Yeah, I appreciate that everybody was able to work together on that. That's pretty much all I got for it. So in the future, I did, since that's a topic, we will be in the future. We don't have like an impound lot the way that McHenry County does, so I instructed Chris to basically say, to the extent possible, keep it within the locked county property. There's that shop over there that you can push stuff out of the way.
We talked about buying a container.
We've got to
That
deal
would
with
be-
that this morning.
That would be a good idea, I think.
That would work good, a 40-foot container, and he'd have more than one outfit in there maybe.
Yeah, that would
Small
probably be
stuff.
good. Yeah, as long as it's secured, that would be a good idea. How much do those run? I actually don't know. Is it?
I think you can get them for $3-4 grand, can't
They're
you?
higher now, the
Are they?
40-foot
40
ones are
footers are about
5, 6.
5 cents,
I'm
okay.
sure if you get it used, it'll be a reasonable price. But yeah, I think that's a good
Cheaper than sort of
long-term solution.
Yeah. The storage wheel could have bought one already,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
or could have bought 4 of them.
We're trying to make sure that we have long-term solutions here. That's all.
So I got a question. You're also doing McHenry County and Wells. Is that working out?
It is, yeah. They have different
And
court
Benson.
dates. No, not and Benson. So I can actually talk about that if you'd like. The reason that the Attorney General's office asked me to prosecute Mr. Carlson is because I have familiarity with his work as the Harvey Chief of Police. I'm not the Benson County State's Attorney. It's just that the Benson County State's Attorney is a witness in that case, so he's conflicted.
Conflict interest.
So they asked me to because they had another conflict with Kathleen working there at the AG's office, so it fell to one of the county state's attorneys, and since I was the one with the most direct experience with Mr. Carlson most recently, they just asked me to do it. I said, okay, needs to happen, need to hold law enforcement that have used their position of authority accountable. I'll leave it at that until the case actually goes to trial. Is what it is. You guys have all read the news, so. Yeah, but that is the limit of it. I don't have any other cases in Benson County. It's just
So one-time gig.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
In
standard
Mayfield.
procedure. I have other people in other counties that have handled conflict cases for me where I've, for whatever reason, not been able to do it myself. So, very standard practice. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got. How you guys doing?
Good.
Just another day of paradise.
Thanks.
Tell you what,
Not quite that good.
this weather out there, I'll tell you, I like driving in October. It's my favorite weather, so I'm always glad to come down.
All right, you got anything for us?
Not off the top of my head, no, I don't have any questions. I've been meaning to talk to portfolio holder, Mr. Loud over there, but I have not had a chance to, so.
Well, I
hopefully-
understand.
No, hopefully after this we can talk on the phone.
Well, thanks for coming in.
No, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
We hope things slow down, but I'm not going to cross my fingers. It's always better to be prepared. I'm going to stick around, so it's, if you
Okay.
have any other questions, by all means.
You don't know if Jason's coming?
Yeah, thank you. I spoke to him yesterday. He knew he was on the schedule for 9:45. And I'm guessing maybe they're just finishing up some things out in the highway, but he said he was gonna be here.
Okay.
Wall's bigger one. Here he comes.
Yep. Yep, there he is.
Well, we can do some of this other stuff too if you wanted.
I don't think he's got a lot for you guys.
You're up, you don't even get a chance to take your coat off.
Sheriff penalty.
Got a few things to hand out here.
He's throwing stuff at me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Were you out on the highway this morning?
On Hamburg?
Yeah.
Not this morning, no. I was yesterday.
Yeah.
So what I just handed out is the estimate for the bridge removal. Very much an estimate, because we didn't obviously shoot anything out or anything, but we'll submit that for the Bridge Flex Fund. And then
This is the Far East one, right?
this would be the one on East-West Road.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
on the east-west road.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep.
Right by Jim Albright's. right?
Yeah, right by Jim Albright, yep.
19th.
19th, yep,
Yeah.
19th.
Yeah, right next to the other replacement. I did talk to Ken Leben about how this will all work. He's gonna be talking to KLJ about getting an estimate for the replacement part of it. We did submit for the road realignment already as a township project. So he sent, Kent Leben had sent this a little bit ago. Brent and Dan were on it as well. But some of the scenarios that he's giving us is if they get if you guys were to get selected for both of the bridges, so the replacement and the removal, originally they said then the county would have to pay for the realignment, but we submitted as a township project, so there's a chance we get funding for all of it. With the bridge flex funds, you're gonna pay preliminary engineering 100%, but then nothing else. So construction engineering and construction will be 100% covered. So there's a chance, and they're gonna try to evaluate this as one project, which I hope they do.
Yeah,
They,
saves money.
While that, and it would make no sense for us to get the removal and then not get the funding for the replacement, or not get the funding for the realignment, because they all need to kind of happen at the same time here. So the original scenario one he gave was you get the funding for both the flex fund, for both the bridges, and then you don't get the realignment funding, then Wells County would be 100% responsible for the realignment to get the removal and the replacement done, which that is a scenario that could happen, so we'll have to discuss at that point if it's going to be feasible to do that work. The estimate on the realignment, the estimate for the realignment with engineering was $743,000 roughly. So might have to be obviously another conversation once we find out what's going on with the bridges. We're supposed to have an answer. We'll
Does
submit.
that eliminate one bridge then?
Yep.
It would be eliminating the one that's on 19th, which is the east-west stretch
Oh,
there.
that one would be,
And
Yep.
then replace, and then KLJ has that PE contract for the north-south 47th, I believe it is, right? Yeah, 47th Avenue there.
They're gonna put one bridge in the place of the.
Well, and odds are it wouldn't be a bridge, it would be a big quadruple box, and you eliminate, in all reality, you would eliminate two little township bridges and go with box culvert, and the bridge that you're eliminating, the water goes over the road there by Albright 7 out of 10 years, and it's always an issue in the spring, and this is just a proper way to realign this road and basically kill a whole bunch of birds with one stone. But you said you did do for the township the realignment, so there is the possibility that
It's possible all three of these projects get funded, and he wants to, they've got it earmarked that all three of these hopefully would get selected together.
because one depends on the
The
other.
state would like to
One
see
depends
this,
on the other.
the state would like to see this all get done as one project. So then, the next question is, how does this get designed with one engineer, another engineer, all that?
yeah.
Kent said once they figure out if it's funded, they're gonna have to figure that out.
Okay.
So,
Right.
because obviously, whatever it takes, I'd like to see this all get done as one project. So
Right.
we'll figure that out.
That
when
would
the time
clean it up
comes.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is that. I will follow up to make sure they get theirs in as well, their estimate for the replacement. Kent was supposed to be following up on that. So those are your two bridge flex funds. And then just to recap, well, here's an estimate here for Old Highway 52. Those plans are done. They were submitted with the flex fund application. Here's the estimate for that one.
Thank you.
As you're handing that out, Jason, did I hear you correct that if those are selected as one project, PE is our only cost?
That is what I was told.
Okay.
Other than, I guess, on the
Preliminary estimating for engineers.
the township / county was putting down $5,000 into the road realignment, so it'd be that and the PE. So this is your estimate for Old Highway 52. Obviously, if you see it down at the bottom there, 7% construction is kind of our guess as to what the the state would have on that. So the total was just a hair under 4 million. You guys put in,
I think it was 1.1.
somewhere.
Should be less. I don't think we had anything, 25 is our biggest number. It was lower on the first project than the second.
Sheets here, sorry. Here it is. 1.1 million is what I have on this one. It was supposed to be 25%, correct?
I'd have to go back and look. I thought we went lower on the first one, which was old 52, and I thought we went 25 on Highway 1, but I can look back in my notes.
Well, I think that when the one real preliminary estimate that you had given us on old 52 was over, it was like 4.4 million, and that's why we went with the 1.1.
Correct. That's what I had written down.
Yep.
It was actually 4.6
6,
million was my
and we
original
wanted to get
estimate
a close to
engineering.
25% on that.
I wrote down 1.1 million. So that's what we've got on there, 1.1
And I
million.
want to say the other one was like 600,000, 500,000.
550,000
Yep.
is what you guys said on.
That's what my notes say
County
too,
Road 1.
back at the shop.
So that's that. I do have a set of plans if you want me to leave them for you, but that one's ready to go if we get the funding. So we submitted Old 52, total of just a hair under 4 million. We submitted County Road 1, that's just a hair under 2.7 million total with engineering, 550,000 local funding, and then the road realignment. I think that is everything.
Now we gotta hope to get out of the semifinals.
My notes say 25% on old 52 and 20% on Wallace County 1.
Well, 25%.
Well, we had 25% when I had it at 4.6.
4.6. That's where you came up with the 1.1.
I kind of rounded down to 1.1, I
Yeah.
guess. And just a heads up, and maybe you guys already saw this, did you get this email from the Township Officers Association kind of summarizing all the applications? Did you get that? So they had,
It was about 5 times the amount of money available in requests.
right, which was expected. 410 applications, 765 million in total project costs, 518 million flex funds requested, and out of that there's 31 million township, 44.85 million county city, and then there'll be 80 million out of the Prairie Dog grants, which we haven't completely been told how that's going to work, but they're going to rank all these 410 applications and then go down the list on the flex fund till that money is out, and then apparently all of those projects will just roll over to Prairie Dog, and then they'll send out the $80 million in grants through that. So it's roughly 150 million that will be given out. So, any questions? It's kind of a lot going on, but
Is the
everything's in.
County 5 project now with the insloping, is that gonna, I mean, that's wrapped up? I would assume that finalization will probably be coming next in line.
Yeah, we finished the gravel. They still have the edge line paint. We had waited to put the paint down and the white paint on the edge line until they got done graveling. So it's,
They work on them approaches, they go back into the field.
the approaches got graveled,
I mean,
yes.
some of them were that high, where it drops off, where they put the blacktop and down.
Yeah.
They work on that?
Yeah, we put
Okay,
gravel
that's all I
behind
want,
us.
I mean, because it didn't look finished.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
it wasn't.
Okay,
It wasn't.
that's fine.
I don't
That's
know.
just a question I
I don't
had.
know if you were out there today. They
No.
finished that all up yesterday.
I was out there right after it got done, and
No, they're-
that has to get fixed.
Their gravel got delayed a little bit.
That's
They were
fine,
out there.
I just,
Project looks pretty good.
Yeah, take a look now, it's finished up,
They
so.
needed to do that slope.
Just got, stop ahead striping and the edge line striping, and then we're wrapped up as far as I know, so.
We even got rumble strips at Hamburg. Only rumble strips in Wells County.
Is that right?
Yeah. I drive over and
We
just
have a
say, hey,
really
this
funny
is ours.
that.
County highways.
On county highways, yeah.
Any intersection now between county or county state, they are basically requiring that they be done now.
Yeah.
Really?
Rumble strips?
They should put speed bumps about every 3 miles. Take care of all of it. They do it in town.
If we stop fixing our highways, there'll be speed bumps every 300 feet.
Anybody got anything else for Jason?
I just, I want to be sure, so, Old 52, obviously you've done the preliminary stuff on that, and that's what we have here. Was a flex fund request submitted for Highway 1?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right, just want to make sure.
Yeah, so, do you want copies of that, Dan?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you copies here.
So we see this, you know, this 3.726, and if you throw in a little more than half of that, obviously for Highway 1, you're up over 5.5 million at this point. And you start talking about that bridge work that gets you up close to $7 million when all is said and done. I think there needs to be some recognition of, if any of these projects come to fruition, how much that's actually saving our taxpayers. Because that's more than our entire budget, significantly more than our entire budget. And we'll reserve judgment until we find out what Wold engineering.
All right.
Be it this flex fund that you mean.
Yes, and that is monumental, and it's really and truly, as far as infrastructure goes, it is our only path forward. Only path forward.
Right.
Thank you.
All three of those in there?
All right.
Yeah, all three jobs were submitted. So yeah, we'll send in the replacement, or the removal, and hopefully KLJ is working on their replacement estimate. I asked Kent to let me know when they give them something, so we know for sure it's been done. I would assume it will be, and then we'll wait and see. They're telling us for the flex fund, we probably won't know till January. The bridge funding, they're sounding like we might know by the beginning of December. I'm not sure why they're able to decide on the bridge funding faster than the others, but I suppose there's more applications.
Less applications.
On the flex fund portion of it, or the roadway portion. Anything else for me?
Thank you.
Anything else for me?
Thanks.
No.
When is that awarded?
January.
January?
We were told on the roadway portion, if you want to call it that, January, and the bridge, these bridge applications we're putting in, we should know by December is what they're telling us, so. So if we do get Old 52, it will be bid either in March or April, because that was one of the stipulations of being bid ready, was you have your plans ready to go so that if you get the money in January, you're funding it in 2026. So we will get that one ready to bid as soon as, if we get the award, so.
Not a county project, but do you have any insight on actual Highway 52 and?
I was told that was getting bid in November now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The overlay from Pheasant and Drake?
Yeah,
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, it should be completed by next fall.
that's what I was told.
Okay.
Well, that'll be nice.
They do pull projects though, but.
Well, that's been done before,
That's
correct?
the word on the
Yeah.
street.
Well, they split that project up. You know, it was originally all one project, passing lanes all the way through, and they split it up.
Well, there's two separate bidding processes, but right, the
Yeah.
funding got split.
It got split, so they had to, half, so they had to split the project up, yep.
Well, the passing lanes going all the way up to Canada, that's been pulled 3 years in a row now, so. you just never know. But they say the funding is there now. They have put a bunch of funding towards a bunch of federal grants they were trying to go after, and apparently they must have struck out on most of that, because they said they got a ton of money. There's like 20 paving jobs